The culture at Ameritas is truly something special. They have such a strong commitment to building a strengths-based, engagement-focused organization.
I do think attracting that great talent is something that's a lot more natural when you know you're going to be going somewhere where people are going to celebrate who you are and they're going to accept what you bring to the table.
You attract who you are and not who you want to be. And so I think as Ameritas really believes in themselves, and we've got some great senior leaders that have come on board and truly believe in what they bring in.
Ameritas has had such great success. They took the time at the very beginning to get leadership commitment to making Clifton Strengths and employee engagement a key initiative and strategy for the organization.
We had dabbled in strengths, but we had never put together a formal process to really identify high potentials, high professionals, bring them together and say, who's our most natural successors? We didn't realize how big this would become. And when you think about self-awareness, what a great way to get an executive to be aware. That's a key piece of developing leaders, is for them to understand how they act, how they think.
Another key differentiator for Ameritas is that they've done a really nice job of decentralizing the efforts in those initiatives.
That's important because there's no way one person can roll this out. It happens when people believe in it, buy in it, and then you let go.
When you do invest time in thinking about which teams to go ahead and work with and how to put together people in the team that makes the most sense, what you see is over time that pays back dividends. You get a complete return on your own investment into that because now you're equipped with a lot more knowledge. And I really think that when you know better, you're going to do better. As a senior leader at the company, I feel a great deal of responsibility to think about how do we grow and change as customers, products, and this world changes. And when you have engaged associates that want to be there, that want to work on new ideas, and that see the difference that we are making in people's lives, and they see that as a purpose versus a place to go to, that to me is the power of engagement.
Let's focus on what matters most, and let's not distract with all the other questions. And again, I go back to, could it be that simple? Sometimes we overcomplicate things. And that's really what I felt drew the leadership team to say, yeah, I think Q12, it's time for that. It was a good change. It was a timely change, but it also brought back an understanding of really why we're trying to do this. We're trying to start a conversation.
The engagement survey and using Q12 helped us really have focus around what do you do with this information when it comes out, and how do you decide what to focus on next with your associates that are in your team or across the organization. What are those different themes? Because you cannot do everything all at once.
And when people see that and they say, well, you value what I say because you're covering it back with me, and you're also covering things that I didn't think you were going to say out loud, that's where the beauty comes in, and it allows people to have a voice that may not have it.
We have so much engagement that it creates a lot of very small impacts that ripple out into this bigger impact of positive energy and can-do attitude.
It was about the manager. It was about those managers focusing on strengths, development, hope, whatever you want to call it. They were helping their people see the best of themselves. When you start to see our engagement scores mimic some of those managers and those best practices, and those managers aren't sitting still. They're going through strengths training, and then they're going, what's next? And they're starting to train each other. They're starting to do managers helping managers, and because it's kind of like infectious, it's viral now, I want more.
The fact that it gives you information quickly that you can use as you're talking about engagement, either with a manager who's looking for guidance or with your own team, are really imperative. I can get heat map reports, I can get the verbatim breakdown, I can get some great questions to walk through with the teams. There's a lot of different articles and ways to kind of go in and think about the information and maybe see how other people have applied it, and thinking again about, what do we do to help our managers make sure that they can coach and move forward. And to me, the tools are all right there in that one portal, and they're very, very easy to access.
I'm really looking forward to what's next with the Gallup Ameritas partnership so that Ameritas can continue to evolve with their employees and with their customers and continue to be a high-performing organization.
That data-driven decision-making that we have, because we're partners with Gallup, and yes, we have our own data, but we also have comparators to the industry and to the world. And to me, that gives you a power of knowledge and a place to go from versus, gee, I'm not sure if this will work, but I'll try it. And so to me, the power of the science there and the teamwork and knowing one another as we become more agile, as we grow and change, is vital to how we are intentional at what will our culture be in 5 to 10 years.
And I think 5 years from now, we're going to have very capable people. We're going to have great technology because we'll attract those people that say, hey, I want to be my best at your organization. And so do you see how that's going to put us ahead of the competition?
And figuring out ways to use the information, the data you get, are really, to me, the key to success. Because a lot of us can read theories, we can use, different vendors, but when you have a partner that is tried and true through many decades, that continues to do new scientific research and continues to understand your company and what you're working on, then that's that partnership. And so to me, that is why I think it's so valuable as a senior leader to use Gallup.
From the leadership to every single employee in the organization, they truly have something very special and every employee knows it.